fell.
Hi Divas, welcome back to your tape.
Hi Divas, welcome back to your tape again. We are here for Raw Dog episode 12, RuPaul's Drag Race season 12, episode 12. 12 across the board. This season was so good. Episode was so good. I don't know where to start. I guess at the beginning.
Yes.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on the set.
What are we doing?
The curls are really pretty.
Y'all are doing Raw Dog and review episode.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to jump right into the episode because there was a lot of shit going on.
This is a full packed episode.
This was like busier than the first episode, I feel.
Yeah, they had to do a quick drag.
Quick drag, which everyone looked great.
And they had to make their own headpieces.
Which everyone looked great.
Sherry's was really lackluster to me.
I liked Crystal's a lot. I wish we would have saved some pictures.
I loved Crystal's head to toe. Like she had the boas coming out the back.
It was funny.
Found her niche and she's sticking with it.
Yeah.
Gigi won the Las Vegas, so now she's in Las Vegas right now with her mom, watching the show. I miss you, girl.
And she did a shout to Glitter Rock, which was
that was
amazing.
loved
Oh
that
my
moment.
God.
So yeah, winner.
That I feel like there was like so much more than that just to go on. So let's like jump right into like the fucking only theatrical musical.
But you don't want to talk about the showgirls? For it to be part of the challenge was them to make the headpieces. I feel like they didn't even like address it in the
I feel like it wasn't
challenge.
talked about.
So
a
I was
lot.
like, okay. So yes, let's move on.
They had the longest musical, but it was attention keeping from start to finish.
But 2 rusicals this time.
Yeah.
I mean, for all practical purposes, that was a rusical.
Yeah.
And
2.
this one, what was it? Literally like 20 minutes.
It felt like it was half the show.
Yeah. It was good because there was changes and
there was ballad moments.
Yeah, they were giving you all of
I
the
was
genres.
in my feels.
Yeah, it was
when
really
all the girls were in there like getting ready in their makeup with the mirrors. That was my favorite part, I think.
What I didn't like during that part was Sherry had on a wig cap and a little like bath.
I don't know why that bothered you. It didn't bother me.
Oh, I hate it.
I thought it
Everyone
was
else had
kinda cute.
wigs on.
I know.
But what if you had to wear that?
I would be totally okay with having a towel on my head.
That's different though. Yeah.
But I mean,
that's
that
fine.
felt like the same energy, you know.
Now when she turned
And I would have
around,
felt like, imagine a fucking towel on your head and then just beat for the gods.
Yeah, but that wasn't the case.
I would be fine with it. I was really.
would hate
It did
that.
not bother me. I thought it was a nice change because everybody else was in wigs.
I don't know if
I didn't hate it. I did not hate it. She hated it.
I did. I hated it. I feel like you would hate it too in real life.
I would never never
Right,
have
you would
it.
never.
No, but if they were like, please don't wear a wig,
I would say, please don't roll the camera. Period.
That was a lot.
I know,
We're
sorry.
gonna put that old timey ragtime music over the
The entrance looks. Why do you think they did that?
Well, because it was the story. It was like the story of Drag Race. So it was like that was like at the beginning they did that, and then they finally made it. So they were that was over your head, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's like when you didn't know that was a. That's gonna be so fun when we put the beep. But yeah, it was the storyline of Drag Race.
Okay, that makes sense to me now.
Yeah.
Like, who walked in the ugliest? Seeing them now and seeing them at the beginning, do you think that they still are like good representations of their drag?
Yeah. They all stood the test of time.
T.
So then we have that moment, and then they go into
The rap?
It was the rap, yeah, and they were all in new looks.
Yes.
Yes.
And some people's had some looks, and some people's had not stuff.
Sherry's was the worst.
The only
Sherry looked. I was appalled.
There was
base. It looked like a dance costume.
Yeah.
You know, I would have expected it from but not from Sherry.
So for me, Sherry Pie was the worst dressed.
Worst dressed, yes.
But I can't think of anyone whose like rap I didn't like or didn't think. Everyone did really good. What I was excited to see Jackie's talking about her rubbing her genie lamp and watching her dance.
She's really obsessed with that Merkin thing. Like
She
that.
is. She
I guess she's trying to take Merkin where like Crystal took her mullet, but it's just not working to me.
It's not going the same place.
I don't think
Same.
anybody was bad. I do think Jada's vocals were weird to me.
They came off a little bit like,
Yeah.
like it was like kind of low and spooky.
Yeah.
Who would you have liked that's not in the top right now?
Okay.
Who would you have liked to see do that challenge?
Heidi, yes,
Yeah.
I would have liked to see
Yeah,
Heidi.
yeah.
But like other than Heidi, who else?
Aiden Sane.
I was just saying, not even.
I would just like
I
to
just
see
feel
what
like I
she
would've
would do.
really-
This is a wig that used to be down to my ankles, and I was so inspired, and I miss my Queen Aiden so much that I decided to cut it into a very own.
Beep. Love the color.
Does that have its own sound? The beep boop.
Did you really cut
It's like
Cut it as right up to the where
Wick.
there should be lace. Moving forward, the runway theme was
Eleganza extravaganza.
I look forward to this one every single
Every
season.
I
I feel like it's what shows us like this is the girl at like the highest level.
what I wish RuPaul's Drag Race would do in me, if this was my fantasy in real life, that they would let every girl compete for every challenge and score it up like an actual pageant, so that way we would get to see every single person's
that would be an
everything.
interesting, like
and they could see everyone's
Yeah.
snatch game, everyone's like rusical, everyone's final runway, and just compare it
That's
all
cool.
Yeah.
and tally it up like the most fair way. I would love to see that because
that would be
it's just such
cool.
like you get to see every person's.
Do you know that's what they should do
Everything.
for All Stars? They're gonna steal that from us.
Today
So much
is
Copyrighted
We're gonna,
May
we're gonna get paid. if they do
13th.
that.
15.
15th.
15.
Yep.
Close.
Today's a day in
Today's
May.
that. No lawyer.
No lawyer, no fucking lawyers. So our first diva coming down the stage is Miss Crystal Method.
Stunning.
Quiet on set, please.
I'm like FBI agent.
The FBI is here. World of Wonder is already here. I love the tip of the feather down to the waist. I don't like that it just looks like she has huge pads and there's no waist. That's the only thing I didn't like about it in the shoes. I wish it just, I don't know. I think it's funny that it's like billowy and Genie, but it just almost looks like she has her pads up to her tits. I love the velvet. I love the makeup.
I see.
Like the overall, I love it. It's just, it looks like almost like a pear to me.
I think she should have had larger pads, or she should have cinched. That's my only issue because her waist and the pads they look very boxy. If
I think-
she had either cinched or had even bigger pads, everything else would have been stunning except for the shoes. The shoe was a weird choice.
Do you think she wore the comfy pilgrim shoes because she could dance in them?
I thought it gave her an unfair advantage during the lip sync.
Because Jackie kicked hers right off the third only thing. The feather is like a teal into like a sea green. I wish it would have been more like cyan.
Crystal is really killing it. Like
She
she's
is.
such an interesting girl.
Crystal is
her
one of the.
mind is insane.
I feel like she has what they were trying to make Evie Oddly have.
Yes.
Well, I think the issue is taste. I think that's the
Yes.
word that we're
Yes.
looking
Well,
for.
absolutely.
It's like Evie Oddly, but with taste.
Yes.
Favorite part was the yellow.
Her
That was
makeup
my
was.
favorite part.
I loved her makeup the whole season. I'm gonna give this look a 9.5.
You know what? I'm giving Crystal an A+.
Good job, Crystal.
Good job, Crystal.
You did
Yeah.
amazing this
This
whole
was, a,
season.
this was a great eleganza look for you, Diva.
It's not even close to what we've ever seen.
Never.
Ever.
Never.
It is weird and out there.
Mm-hmm.
Our next diva coming up to the orthodontics chair is Miss Gigi Good.
I love Gigi. Almost made me cry with this one.
The powder blue is so like grease. I just love the everything about it. I love it. It's so funny and it's beautiful. You did that.
This is by far
It's
my
just-
favorite thing she's ever worn.
done.
I think it is such a high level serve. Like it is a high level serve.
So unique.
This is winner level serve. She looks stunning. She looks gorgeous. The hair perfect. The outfit tailored within an inch of its life, and still has the funny wink. That is
Drag diva.
Did you know she told me she kept this headgear from her veterinarian when they gave it to her when she was in high school?
veterinarian.
If you cover the bottom, you think it'd be a pant. If you cover the top, you'd think it'd be like a sweetheart kind of thing. It's very like kind of like Victoria, like gendery,
The
like
gender
it's like
fluid
tuxedo
mess.
meets dress.
Yes.
I
It's beautiful.
cannot love this enough. I
Yeah.
have absolutely nothing negative to say.
This is the only thing that my mom could make for the show. Everything else that I wore from her
Was prior.
I've been photographed and everything, so this is the only thing she can make, and she made it the night before I left. She did it with like such precision and like was just like doopy doopy doo the whole time.
I just want to see you play like a giant organ in this.
I'm gonna give this look a absolute 10.
20.
Oh.
This is it. This is the look of the season. I challenge anyone to put anything else up against this and tell me how much better it is. Non-biased. I don't give a fuck. This is it.
Our next diva coming to the stage is Miss Jackie Cox.
This looks a lot different in the photograph than it did on stage.
It looks extremely different in the photo.
In the photograph that we're looking at that's going to be thrown up, it looks like it's floor-length ball gown. On the runway, it was like ankle.
It was like almost like a foot.
It was a T-length moment.
I wish it would have been a little tiny bit. I don't know. I wish it would have been to the floor. What I really hated was that she had blue gloves, a blue lip, and blue hair.
Can you imagine?
With silver in the middle. I didn't mind the dress. The dress I could absolutely forgive if she had on like if she had on some kind of like neutral hair and like nothing else in that necklace, I would have loved it.
To me, she needed to be blue. She mentioned Andy Warhol, like that it was like an Andy Warhol
That's why it was
moment on the runway. So that's why I'm
like the Marilyn. Or
yeah, Warhol's known for like most portraits,
color,
the screen printing portraits. The color of the skin is different.
What was this dress made out of? It was like plasticky. It was like a plastic.
Maybe like a wrapping paper.
That's cute.
It was like an unconventional challenge.
That would be 2 blue queens on one stage.
They did on the Blue Man Group finale.
Oh!
You guys have to stop giving them all your ideas.
Do you want your hat back on?
Oh my god.
Someone took your wig too. Barbara's wearing blue hair and screaming about Jackie having blue hair. They're both in the same color story.
We are.
She looks like a firework.
I'm gonna give Jackie Cox a B. Silence. A B for blue.
I'm gonna give Jackie
Give it to her. Give it to her.
an 8.5.
Oh. Our next diva is Miss Jada Essence.
Oh!
She looks great. The dress is very pretty. For me, I don't love the cape. It doesn't go with it, and it was like this far, like off the floor. I wish it would have I wish she just wouldn't have wore it. For me, I hate breastplates. I think they always look stupid. Like, this looks like a big velvet. This looks like Muppet tits to me.
I love titties.
You know what I mean?
I love
Like,
titties. I love titties. And
Yes,
the titties are not the biggest deal to me. I'm not worried about them.
But no, the reason I don't like breastplates is because it just looks
Breastplates
like
are fun.
it just looks like
The breastplates are fun.
if you're gonna wear a breastplate, I feel like you need to contour, you need to highlight it and like make it look more like skin instead of this looks like a velvet bib of bosom.
Here's how I feel about this. I think Jada has never looked more beautiful than she does right now.
Really?
Yeah, more beautiful. I think she looks absolutely beautiful. The look, as far as the gown is concerned, is not at the level of everyone else's.
She was giving Heidi last runway, this runway.
But her face, my God, like it is.
Oh, she cannot be
perfection.
touched.
The hair, stunning. Everything about it, absolutely stunning, amazing. The look was a little lackluster.
Yeah.
Do you know what I loved about her hair? Is most like coiffed pageant hair like that goes straight up from the root.
Hers went back.
Hers went back
Ooh.
and then up, and I've never seen hair like really done like that. So I thought that was like new and interesting and pretty. And
No,
nice
I think
Spin a root.
Jada from the neck up, Jada is an absolute 10 in this. The dress is a 7.
I think looking at her right now, it's pretty. There's not like it's a gorgeous look. But if someone was to show me this photo and say, "Is this the final runway?" I would think no. For her.
T.
I'm gonna give this a 7 because for me, I feel like she's done so much better. And our last gal of Raw Dog and Review, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, until the finale. Cherry pie! I loved it. It reminded me of like Lil Bo Peep.
I would have been gagged at this if Alaska hadn't done Made West on
That's all I could think of.
Yeah, that's one, and I know that's not what's supposed to what you're supposed to think about, like it's whatever. But like that's where my head went, and so I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like Sherry's drag. Like it looks like Sherry at her highest peak. I think her cat last week was better than this.
I get me too. I think
But-
her makeup
but-
last week was better too. But I personally really hate her makeup.
To me, the best on the runway this week was Gigi.
Okay.
I think Crystal was my number 2. Who else is left?
So it's Crystal, Gigi.
I'm so sorry. I just turned it. It's perfect now.
You sure it's straight though?
Yes.
And it is recording.
It is recording.
Yes, it is recording.
Crystal, Jackie, Jada, Gigi. Sure.
So I'm going to say, as far as looks goes, Gigi number 1, Crystal number 2, Sherry number 3, Jada, and then Jackie.
How do you feel about? No, I don't want to talk about that.
Say it. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, none of this is going in. You'll have to see us at the club when this is over and we'll talk about it. The final lip sync was Crystal and Jackie to Pitbull and Jennifer Lopez.
Lopez. That is the
Wow.
wildest song I think they've ever chosen.
It truly.
I would be pissed if that was my.
That is a kooky song to lip sync to.
At first I was just like disgusted, but watching it, I was like, oh, it's kind of funny because it's so like out of left
Weird.
field.
For both of them.
It's
So
like
out
a
of
Lee
nowhere.
Dawson edit.
That was a Lee Dawson edit.
Like,
true.
it was an abstract concept.
What is that? Aiden Zane is here. Haunted lamp. Does that look weird on?
I think it's showing.
Oh
A
no.
haunted house.
Kooks. That's chaos. It was chaotic energy.
I agree with Jackie going home.
I feel like Crystal could have just sat just sat on the ground.
Yeah.
Across applesauce.
But she-
and she wouldn't beat Jackie.
But
on
she pulled out her her fill moves. Genius, because she knows that's gonna make RuPaul laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like Jackie knew she was going home. She
Yeah.
took her
Yeah.
shoes off. She was like,
Yeah.
Crystal should have
should've
walked
put
in her
her
shoes.
That would have been hilarious.
So funny.
The winner of the last episode was Gigi
Gigi
Guide.
Name something.
The top 3: Gigi, Jada, Crystal.
Strongest top 3 since season
Perfectly
6.
rounded out the season.
So good. This whole season, start to finish, was amazing.
Great season. I was loving it the entire time.
We deserve this after.
This was a great
honestly.
season. Do you know what the worst thing about this season was?
It ended?
The lip syncs.
Oh, yes.
This
Songs.
season had the worst lip syncs as far as like bottom 2 lip syncs.
The best one was Kim Petras, and even now.
It wasn't performed to like a high ability. I don't know. I was not living for the lip syncs this season.
So next week is the
Reunion.
where they're all at home alone together.
So it's the
Yeah,
reunion.
that's
So we get to talk to the people and see what everyone has to say about everybody. We get to see who gets to be Miss Congeniality, which
I
know
hope and think it's gonna be Heidi.
She's
If it's
the most deserving. Period. I bet 100% no Jan voted for herself. I would bet $1 million on it.
Who do you? Okay, so who's your number 2 besides Heidi for Miss Congen?
Crystal, I guess.
I would say Dahlia, because bitch, she had to do all of that bullshit, broccoli, this and that, and every
You think
single.
they paid her? They just bought her lunch.
We've got your costume.
Go on back to craft services.
You can pick through the charcuterie when everyone's done.
Poor Dahlia.
Poor fucking Dahlia.
Poor Dahlia.
But you know, she got more time than people that made it in Sherry.
Quite upset.
We're not gonna do a reunion, but we are gonna do a finale.
But we're gonna do like a recap of the reunion in the beginning of the finale. And if anything actually interesting happened. If it's boring, we might not just talk about it.
So I guess you'll have to wait and see, just like we will. Anyway, we'll see you for the finale.
I choose my own destiny. No thanks.
Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me and my gal. We hope you enjoyed it. And you know what? It's not gonna stop because there's fucking All Stars, which we're excited about.
I love All Stars.
I'm excited for All Stars. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next episode of Raw Dog and Review.
Bye.
Bye, bitch.
Well, that was before Corona.
Was it? You never know. It could conspiracy.
Corona in
She was
2019.
wearing gloves.
No, it didn't.
That's what's called COVID-19.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the 19th century.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Enough of the view.
Anyway. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. You fucking criminal.